Like when I was playing my tune, I was making these signs because apparently your boy has to prepare to fight Austin. Like I got to get my box moves up, man. As old as I am, and just judging by how I grew up, I work out, I go to the gym. It used to be 4 days a week, but I'm down to about 2 days a week. But I stay fit. But regardless of the gym, I still think I'll whoop his ass. Let's just be honest, man. I'll still whoop his ass, man. I'll whoop his ass. Like Austin is the type of dude that I'm not gonna whoop like in a fight like that. I'm just gonna pull him over, get me some steak, and give him a few lashes on his backside. You know what I'm saying? Give him a few lashes on his backside. Auston Holleman had a live stream today. I want to show you. Let's refresh the fundraiser. Let's see where we are at. Okay, on the fundraiser. We're still at $819. He's up a few bucks, about $20 over the last 24 hours, I think. At this pace, I don't think we get to 8,000. Remember, this is slowed down since we've exposed it. And I'm gonna play you a video. If we go to his channel, real quick. We'll go to the Auston Holleman channel. We are back in business of putting these videos on members only. Okay, so the video you're about to watch is the important parts of this members only video. Okay, we're able to see it now, so I don't even know why he's still doing this. Mr. Auston, I told you, man. I told you Nana always has them dudes, man. I got them dudes. I got them dudes that will give me all the information that I need. As long as it's on the computer somewhere, on the internet somewhere, there's a good Samaritan that loves the channel, that loves human beings, that loves the community, that will share these links with me, and I will bring it to the general audience. So if I was you, buddy, I will open it up. What are you hiding? I will open it up and get that AdSense money, okay? You see, when you open it up, you get 11,000 views like that. Why have you opened this one up? Farmers market in Kenya, but then everything else is closed. That means you have something to hide. If you're not a scammer, why are you hiding YouTube? YouTube is your only job. This is the only thing you do for a living. Why wouldn't you maximize your earnings on YouTube? Doesn't make sense, right? Why are you hiding your content? You're only relying on super chats, and he's relying also on video clips. These video clips, they're getting my type of views. You can make a living with my type of views, man. Come on, man. These videos are not doing well. So you have to, for a channel this big, you have to open up all your content. These are clips from his live streams, okay? It's, at this point, buddy, just wrap it up. Come home. America will need a barber like you, so maybe I think you should come home. But let me find you that video.
Let's get started. We are on now. There should be audio now. Let's go. I love you too, Kings and Dreams. I love you too. Let's do this. We'll wait till a few people get in. We'll start talking. You got 32 people pulling up and we say we cutting everybody off. Yikes. Army guy, what's going on? Upload this. Okay. Now we can focus. So you guys can see the title that says that we will be cutting everybody off. Why is that? I've been saying for months now, I'm going to have to stop. And you know, Kia from Traverse Cultures and a lot of other people, but especially Kia, was one of the ones that told me to stop having house parties because all them folks ain't your friends. And a lot of y'all are fucking weird, to just be very blunt. Now, the amount of people that have ill intent that I bump into is absolutely insane. I mean, like, ill intent. Bobby sent me a video of some dude that claimed he met me and was secretly recording me, right? I don't either. I must have been on them fake Long Islands, you know what I'm saying? Or something that happened. But I have never seen this motherfucker a day in my life. Which means that if I don't recognize him, but he was recording me, that means he was stalking me with a camera. Like he was hovering at a distance close enough to get me on video, but didn't say nothing to me. That is enough to take someone to court. Yeah, that's literally a crime, basically. Like that's honestly, that's like shit that women go through. Like women go through men preying on. Like, am I really that handsome, baby? Am I that handsome to the point where we got men preying on me? You are. God, I mean, we got men preying on me. So you have to be very, very careful with, huh? You can get a restraining order. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a restraining order. I'm gonna start snitching. I don't know if y'all know, I'm a snitch. I will snitch on your ass in a minute, especially to be petty. Yeah, I'm learning how to box and all that kind of stuff. Trust me, if you try to fight me, I will be going straight to the police, and I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna do both.
That was the most funniest part. If you try to fight me, the first thing he said is he'll be going to the police. And then he'll box you. And then he'll do both. And Auston Holleman, it doesn't matter how many times you work out or you go to the gym. Like fights, if you talk to fighters, right? It's not just the physical structure and the strength, the resistance strength that they have. A lot of that is also mental. Auston Holleman doesn't have the mental to fight anybody. You know, like you can build all these capabilities, but if you just don't have the mental strength to fight, people like kids like this will lose fights. I mean, you can look at his body. He's got no scars. That's when I know people don't fight, man. This is why a lot of people in the West, they just stab or use guns because they don't fight. In Africa, we fight, okay? We go down like that. We fight. We may not look the part, but we fight. That's why we all have a bunch of scars on our bodies. Because we fight. We do dangerous shit. We're not scared to bleed. But in the West, everybody just picks up a gun and shoots and then it's over. They don't want to fight it out, right? So when I heard this from him, I was like, dude, you're not going to fight anybody. Come on, man. Just take down the scam. You got exposed. Everybody's looking at you. You look like a fool, to be honest. It'll be best for you to take it down right now and move on to something else and hope that I move on to somebody else. But as long as I am on you and I'm watching you, every single move you're making, you're not going to make easy money on YouTube like that at the expense of other people. Maybe, yes, I don't care, at the expense of his own community. But you're not going to use Africa as the reason why people should give you money. You're not going to say, we all know that the Africans need some shit. We all know. You have to apologize for that bullshit. If you want me to leave you alone, you have to apologize for that shit. You know, sometimes you guys take me for granted on YouTube. These idiots, right? They think I don't know what I'm doing. There's a reason why I'm standing in for a lot of the Black immigrant population. There's a reason why I'm doing that. Because I know I have the tools to do exactly what I'm doing. So if you don't want to get in trouble, and Auston Holleman, I actually have his PPP application. Let's get these likes up. I have his PPP application. I know exactly how much money he made before he started traveling. He was dusting it up. He started lying to a lot of people. Auston Holleman made $47,000 and close, roughly $48,000 a year. That's how much money Auston Holleman was making. I did the numbers on it based on that PPP application. Unless he's lying about that application, and like I said, there's a hotline where you can report that application. The federal government is looking for people to jail easily for the PPP loans. So he doesn't want to get into criminal trouble with me. I want to keep this at content level. If I catch you and I expose you, you take it down and you move on. And you're like, man, the dude got me this time. Maybe one day you will get me too. But at least, like, yeah, 209. Okay? But if you're going to try and prove tough boy and go back and forth with me, I have the ability to get you in big criminal trouble. And I don't want to do that. You're going to force me to do that because I also don't like to be challenged. Okay? So if you go down that path with me, I will make something that is supposed to be really entertainment and funny into a situation where you may not ever come back to the US. And maybe you probably end up in jail, maybe through an extradition. So I think it's in your best interest to accept that you've been caught, you've been exposed, and move on to something else. Come back home and get a regular job. Get a job, man. If YouTube is not enough to pay your bills, get another job. It is what it is, bro. You're not going to take people's hard-earned money and lie that Africa needs something when you perfectly know that Africa doesn't need the thing. And the thing that you're trying to create, you don't even have the skills to teach people. You don't have that skill, buddy. I mean, your hairline is just as bad as mine, bro. We're all dusting it up, okay? Mine is age. Yours, I don't know, man. That African sun is something. So Austin made only $47,000 a year. You might say, yeah, it's 2020. That would have been a lot of money. I was already making six figures in 2014. So it's not like, with inflation, yes, I understand. But it's not like he was killing it like that. When you're making 40,000, for Dallas, it's okay. It's okay if you live it with your parents, which I think is what he had. But don't lie to people to create that illusion that you are doing so well and that you don't do this. You don't need this YouTube, and you're doing it because you're trying to put people on game to travel. Bro, no. You're too young, inexperienced. You were able to travel because of the initial PPP loan money you got. And then you built a channel and the following from it. And now that the views have dried up, just like Melanie King, you've decided that you're going to steal from people. And we found out, and we're letting the world know that you're scamming. All right? You're just scamming, man. You're scamming your own friends, your own community. And the way you talk to your audience like you're a leader, that they are underneath you, that they are not at parity with you. You need to come over here and learn something, okay? Over here, my community, the guys that listen to me, they're my guys. Like, I rock with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have frank, open conversations. They don't always agree, but I give them respect for being here and for participating in these live streams. All right? But I'm not on top of anybody. Okay? And once you start talking to your audience like there's some low-level citizens, you're going to lose me right there. And this is exactly what Auston Holleman does, which makes me think that he believes that his audience is a bunch of losers, really. So he got exposed. Shout out to LTTV for covering it at length yesterday. He was very, very objective. He saw through it because he's caught a few things. And now he's gotten Z exactly, Larry. She is playing the game as somebody that has been married and has been in a long-term relationship before marriage over the years. I understand the psychology of women. I know how it works. She's looking out for a man. I'm not really going to involve her into that because she's an African woman. I got to be on her side in a way, right? But I understand why she's doing what she's doing, because she has to stick out for her man. I will leave her out of this because, see, I fight men. I don't fight women. So I'm just going to leave her out of this. And even worse, the fact that she's an African woman. I'm never going to even disrespect her. But I'm disappointed. I also understand. I'm disappointed in her, but I understand. She has to do it because, hey, if you don't do it, your dude is going to throw you out of the house, right? She's gonna throw you out of the house, man. So she has to do what she's got to do, man. But let's keep going.
I'm an Anthony Carmelo. I'm gonna be aggressor, and I'm gonna try to snitch. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a restraining order. I'm gonna start snitching. I don't know if y'all know or not.
Where is that restraining order gonna be put at? In the U.S. over there? I know the person he's talking about. I think he's a British guy that reacted to our video about 2 or 3 days ago. His name don't come to mind, but I know exactly who he's talking about. And I think they went to a polo game in Nairobi, and he saw Austin, and he took a small clip of it. Salute to you, Gen Z. Took a small clip of it, and Austin is freaking out about it. Well, I mean, you said you're a celebrity in Nairobi, right? So I'm sure people will take a picture of you when they see you.
Like, women go through men praying on. Like, am I really that handsome, baby? Am I that handsome to the point where we got men praying on me? You are. God, I mean, we got men praying on me. So you have to be very, very careful with, huh? You can get a restraining order. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a restraining order. I'm gonna start snitching. I don't know if y'all know or not. I'm a snitch. I will snitch on your ass in a minute, especially to be petty. Yeah, I'm learning how to box and all that kind of stuff. Trust me, if you try to fight me, I will be going straight to the police, and I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna do both. I'm an Anthony Carmelo. I'm gonna be aggressor, and I'm gonna try to snitch. So you got to be very careful with who you interact with, because these people are mentally ill. Yeah, you said no more parties, especially with Z in the house. Oh, no. Yeah, no, I definitely wasn't going to do that. Believe it or not, Z has literally been the only person that's walked in this apartment since we got back, which is very abnormal behavior for me, because whatever I used to hang out, I would have 2 house parties a week. But yeah, we got to be very, very careful with who we associate with. It's disappointing, but it's actually good. I mean, the less people I associate, because you would be surprised how many people we interacted with in 2025 that were like trying to use us for clout and had no real backing of anything. But now that we did that, guys, we did a video about why people blame Israel for everything. That video is up. I'll be playing it on the True Re-Education channel. I'll put the chat link here in a minute. I'll put the link in the chat here in a minute. And then we recorded a video about the Moors that I was very heated about recording, because y'all know I don't like it whenever people talk about the Moors as if they were these very soft, non-aggressive people, when I think that they were just any other empire builders the same way the European colonists were. We did a video about private prisons. When it comes to these deep dive topics, I can go on and on and on and on. I can go on and on. So if you guys want to see that, the True Re-Education channel, I'm going to put the link down here in the chat if you guys like that kind of stuff. Because again, doing reactions and all this kind of stuff is cool. But like, my passion is history and geopolitics. So I was already posting on this before. So we already have 1,800 or almost 1,900 subscribers, and yeah, I'm gonna be a lot more active on here. And I see that people are picking back up, because we got 134 subscribers in the past 7 days. I think I've only posted 1 video since then. So I would appreciate if you guys go to this link here and subscribe. Yeah, so keeping your circle tight thing. Yeah, that's definitely something that I'm on now, because it's just too many weirdos. You know what I find funny too, right? I don't say anything, or I don't really respond to these people, but like, seeing the amount of people that are upset that we're doing a GoFundMe for the barber school is kind of crazy, right? Like, I mean, with some of these people, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? If I talk about dating, talking to women or whatever, we got haters. That's understandable. If we talk about, hey, let's build a school so we can help these people learn the skill that they can live off of, you get haters for that. I'm like, damn.
To help these people to build the skills they can live off of. You're the same person in that same live stream that said barbers make $3 to $5. I heard a black American dude that has been to Kenya say he knows that some locals even get haircuts for $1 or some cents. So if they're only gonna make $5, which is what I think the going rate is, what skill are you teaching them? The Kenyans already know how to cut hair. You're not gonna. Most of them probably bald by 40. Okay, because testosterone levels are too high, too much DHT. The hair follicles will fall off. They don't care about getting their hairs up and their hairlines up. Over there, money talks. Okay, they're not too concerned about the aesthetics. They just care if you got money, bro. Okay, anybody that has money in Nairobi has play. That's how it goes. All right, the chicks love money. So the men there understand that to be playing in that game, they just need to make money. This is why they don't really care about those haircuts. All right, they'll get them when they get them. All right, so the skill you're trying to teach is not a skill that is going to help people in Kenya. That's why we have a problem with it. Also, you have a history of starting things and not finishing. What happened to that wine business? Okay, if I want to start a school in Ghana, I'm not going to sit here and tell my subs to donate money for me to start that school. I'm just going to use my own money to do it, even if it takes forever and ever. That means that I'm doing something that I can afford to do. Why are you trying to do something that you can afford to do? So in case it's wondering why we have a problem with it, that's why we have a problem with it. If you woke up and you said, Auston Holleman, I'm going to use my YouTube AdSense money to build this school in Nairobi and actually build it and get it going, and then maybe you come to your audience for a little bit of help, okay, now we got something. But you're telling people to give you their hard-earned money to open a school that you admit will not make any money in Nairobi for the simple purpose of charity. You think black Americans cannot do charity work in their communities here in the US? They can use that money right here in America. So why should they give you the money to give it to some damn Africans that they have no connection to? Like, what is the point? Even if they're trying to help you, like, he's not a good scammer. The best scam was to tell the folks to tell them to give him money so that he can move back to the US and restart his life. That would have been a very good scam. Okay, so Austin, if you're thinking of a scam, okay, I tell you, man, we Africans, we know how to scam. I mean, we got PhDs in scamming, okay? So that would have been a much better scam. But to tell us that the Africans are destitute and our musty selves need haircuts, so you're going to set up a barber school, we're going to look, we're going to pick up one area of Nairobi, at some point in the stream. And we're going to look for places where you can get haircuts in Nairobi. I'll just pick one area of Nairobi, maybe the CBD or somewhere around there. And, just from a Google search, these are the ones that are not localized. These are the ones that even know they can open a business and put it on Google. And it's a shit ton, fellas. And I'll share this with you. I'll share it with you so that you have an idea that what this guy is trying to do is bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Some of them have 5 stars, have had foreigners giving them, reviews. Okay. So he needs to admit that what he's doing is a scam. He got caught. Come up with another scam, buddy. This one is not gonna work.
Just do your own thing. They're gonna hate regardless. They're gonna hate on you regardless. So do your own thing. But yeah, no. What is it? Professor. Yeah, I would agree. You have to distance. I think a lot of stuff that I've gotten into could have been avoided just by association, like just by not associating with certain people. So right now our GoFundMe is at $819. Like I said, again, once we get to 3 grand, we'll be able to start looking for some places to actually have the barber school at. I'm sorry I haven't brushed my hair, y'all. I know I haven't brushed my hair. But that's the link down there to the GoFundMe. If you guys, and I will show you guys as well. There was an issue with the GoFundMe where it disappeared for like a day or 2 days because of something that I had in the GoFundMe. It was like, if you pay this amount of dollars, I'm going to add you to this, and this is going to.
So he's trying to explain why they took his GoFundMe down. I'm going to break it down because I don't think he explains it very well. He put in little perks for people that donate. So if you donated money, he had little perks in it, and GoFundMe doesn't allow that. So when they saw that he was putting perks in it, that's the level of desperation that is part of this. This is why this is a scam, because he's very desperate. If you're doing this and there's no urgency, because opening this school is not an urgent thing and there's no urgency, you can just take your time and wait for those funds to come in. But he's monitoring it every day. It's been sitting at 819 for some hours, maybe since morning. We just checked it. It's still at 819. Nobody's really giving him money like that. And of that 819, $500 is his own money. Hood economics. Yes, $500 of that is his own money. This is why you're not seeing any big donations. Which, I mean, that's the level at which he's going to scam. GoFundMe is going to take a cut of that $500 that he gave them. I don't know what the percentage is. If you know it, let me know in the chat. But GoFundMe is going to take a percentage of that money that he put up. And why lose that? I don't know how much he's going to lose there, but he's hoping to gain more money in the donations. Look, 5,000, 10,000, 18,000, actually 50,000 is the goal. And the reason he sounds very concerned over the last few videos is it came to my attention, and Auston Holleman has dealt with me before. So he knows that once it reaches headquarters, this is going to be an issue. If I need to make live streams every day about this shit just to keep up the pressure, I will. And you know what is funny? That video that I put on the main channel was from our live stream here. I was trying my best to edit it to make it a 20-minute video, but I just couldn't because every phrase was very important. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. It's 58 minutes. Not everybody's going to watch the whole thing. I'm just going to put it up. It's a whole hour. There are people with videos on YouTube that are long. You watch them anyway. Some people fast forward through them. I was like, let me load this up for the guys on the other side to see it. And that video is almost at 6,000 views, which is damn near 80% of the channel size. So the video is doing well, and now reaction channels are starting to pick up on it. LT has almost 20,000 subs. So if somebody like LT picks it up, that means more eyes are seeing it. This is why he's feeling the pressure. If it was my regular videos where only 1,000 people see it, he probably won't care about it. But now that people are reacting to it and people are talking about it, and he might end up on Razor Rays and all these other channels, travel channels will pick it up. He's going to be the headline of travel videos for maybe the next month, unless he takes this down. If he doesn't take this down, buckle up, fellas. We're going to be doing Auston Holleman videos for the entire month. It will look like an obsession, but we don't care until he takes it down, because my primary goal is for this fundy to end. Even better if he leaves Kenya. Even much better if he leaves Africa. I thought, you see, I never made videos about him when he was all over Asia. I was actually rooting for him to love Asia so much that he doesn't return. And then returned. I saw LT was talking about why I brought O'Shea up. I didn't hate O'Shea. You know, it's talked over. I moved on from it. But that is also not to excuse O'Shea for some of the new videos he's been doing about my people. Okay. The agreement was that he was going to be objective when it came to how he represented Africa and Africans. And from the few things that you guys have shared with me, I think O'Shea screwed up the deal. Let's just be honest. Let me know in the chat if I'm crazy. But I think O'Shea Duke Jackson screwed up the deal, even though I've been very fair to him. I've not made a single video since we had that conversation. I've not. I've kept my promise, okay? Which should be a good message for everybody that I've been a critic of, that if we make amends and we resolve things and we make a deal that this is what it's going to be, I will stick to the deal. And that the same can apply to Auston Holleman. If he leaves Kenya, there will be no videos about Auston. Okay? That'll be a Christmas present for me. I will not make a single video. I don't even care if he tricks up with 30 women. I will never talk about him the moment he leaves Kenya. I'll be like, okay, we got a deal. All right. But he's not going to leave. And if he's not going to leave, that's no problem. Fine, stay. But don't say that we need barbershops or we need a barbering school in a place. I just said the CBD has probably 100 of them. Like, geez, there is no skill shortage. For you to be a good business person, you have to solve a problem in a place. Haircuts is not a problem in a place where 80% of the men by 40 are bald. We are all balding, man. So we don't care about haircuts like that. We're not overly feminized as men over there in Africa. We don't have six pack. We walk with our big bellies. The women come home, they rub on the belly like that. Take it or leave it. Okay, that's just how we do our thing. All right. So the deal here for Auston is take down the fundraiser, and there's no issues. But if you're gonna go back and forth with me, I have your PPP application right in front of me. You only made 47,000. You got no money. And yeah, man, that's some stinky salary, man. 47K, that's all that dude. And that was his best year. $47,000 was his best year. So what was he making before that? Jeez, come on, man. Get back home and build some skill set, bro. Because no. But anyway.